you have to register, how you can ensure that you are getting noticed by the recruiters. So we are going to take you through this entire thing. Listen to us. Any question that you have, ensure that you're writing that question in the chat so that all three of us can together help resolve that query. There are a few things which we want you to remain very focused on, because this is the way that you will be putting yourself apart from the other people who are coming at the career fair thing, right? So with this, let's get started, and I'll try that I can finish it off as soon as possible so that you get enough time to go back, relax, enjoy yourself a bit so that you come back with the full energy and be ready for this entire career fair, right? And I personally believe that if I come across something good, I should also pass it on to the people who are around me. You have received this email and you are attending this session right now because you are amongst those privileged people who have actually earned this privilege by either completing a Microsoft certification or completing your Microsoft Future Ready Talent Journey, right? So first of all, I would say a huge round of applause to all of you that you have invested so much into your growth, into your careers. Now it's time to go ahead and reap that benefit. If you have people around you who have done certifications but they would not have received this email, or if they don't know about this, then go ahead and talk about this to them. In fact, these students, they can do certification in next 3-4 days, and they can also be the part of this career fair, and they can also earn benefits which is coming out of it, right? So with this, I'll not spend much time in terms of creating the excitement, because I know that already students are excited about this entire thing. I'm going to straight away come to the event. Okay. So first of all, I have clicked on a link and I've come on this page. Let me tell you that all of you would have received an email from us. So either you would have received this email from opportunity@futurereadytalent.in, or maybe you could have received this email from the training partners who are conducting training in your colleges, right? It doesn't matter from which source you have got the email, but if you're hearing about it, Aspire by found it, if you've come across this on the social platform, please ensure that you register yourself. Okay, so let me start now and let's see that how can I register myself. Okay, so 1 second. I just need to restart my browser so that I can show you the end-to-end thing, right? So first of all, the important thing is that you should have completed your journey in terms of completing the certifications and everything. And the first thing that you have to do is that you have to register yourself. Okay, so we'll start with the registration step. You should already have a link with you. In case if you don't have a link, somebody from the team, I would request Nuria if you can post the link for the students. In case if this has not yet reached you, if you have not eyeballed this particular thing, use the link which Nuria is going to post in the chat. Okay. Now, this is the website. So you see that website says that it's a virtual career fair. So you don't have to travel anywhere, sitting in your room, sipping a cup of coffee or having your a glass of, I would say, cold drink. You can go ahead and you can apply for jobs here, and you can also attend to interviews, right? It's completely virtual, so you don't have to go anywhere. Who can apply? Anybody with 0 to 2 years of experience can apply. So if you are into your final year, if you are into your pre-final year, both of you can apply. You would have jobs as well as paid internships also that would be available during this career fair, right? You could see a lot of partners who are already participating and would be hiring through this career fair. You will see all their logos coming up here. You could see snippets of certain jobs that would be open. So you can even go ahead and you can click on these to view a little more. And it says then why you should aspire. So there are a lot of details that are coming in here. And then there are some stages and timelines that are coming in, right? So when you move to the second half of the page, it says that what all you have to do. So first thing is you have to enroll for the event. Second one is that you have to update your profile, or you have to create a profile for yourself. Second one is that, third one is that you have to showcase your credentials. So we'll do everything one by one. People who are already registered, they know that they can right now also go ahead and apply for jobs. People who are yet not registered, I'll tell them that how they can register and they can apply for jobs. The career fair actual would start on 31st, when you can go and you can even interact with these employers, right? So that starts on 31st of May, 2 p.m. onwards, and would stay till 2 p.m. Till 2nd of June. So remember, you can apply for jobs till 2nd of June only. So don't delay. The minute you are getting registered, please go ahead and start applying for jobs. Okay, so first thing first we have to go ahead and register. So when you click on the link, you'll see below, it shows you a button says enroll now. Entry to the job fair is free. You don't have to pay anything. There's no registration charge. There's no charges that we're being asking you for doing anything over here, right? So I'm going to click on enroll now. The minute I go on enroll now, it's going to open up this page for me. Right now, as a student, I can decide to log in through LinkedIn, Google, or Facebook. If I already have those accounts, I'm sure everybody has that accounts with them. So you may decide to go ahead and use this. For example, you say, I don't want to use my LinkedIn account or a Google account or a Facebook account. Then you may decide to register using your email ID. Okay. So it all depends on you, which particular option do you want to use. System is not going to block you. System is not going to create any restriction by saying that you have to log in through a particular account. Okay. The first thing it is saying is that I have to upload my resume. So if you don't have a resume in place, I'm going to show you that how you can get a fancy resume being created within the app. But if you already have a resume by your side, please go ahead and upload that resume. I know everybody is trying to go and use ChatGPT so that they can get their nicest resume in place. Okay. Second thing, I'm going to go and apply for a job because I'm not currently looking for a job. So I'm just going to create a test profile, but you have to use your correct name here. Ensure that the details that you are adding here has to be correct. Don't put in any details which are maybe misleading or which are not correct, because all these details would be passed on to the recruiters when you apply for a job, right? So the exact details that you given, the correct details that you given, makes it easy for a recruiter also to review your profile and shortlist you for the further stages. Okay, so I've written my full name as test profile. Well, my name is Gunjan Kataria, but because I'm creating a dummy account, so that's why I'm using test profile here. It's asking me for my email ID. Now I can use my email ID here. Please use an email ID that you frequently use. It should not be an email ID that you never use, correct? So that's very important, that whatever email ID you plan to use, that email ID is something that you frequently check emails on, because all job notifications, any further details would always be flowing on this email ID, correct? I'm sure maybe in chat, the questions would have already come that can we use our FRT email ID, can we use our Zuno email ID, or can we use our college email ID? So again, we are not restricting. You can go ahead and you can use any email ID, right? Now it's asking me to set up password. So let me create a strong password. This is my favorite password that I have put in. And now I have to put my mobile number. So your mobile number has to be a mobile number where you can receive OTP and other things. So the minute, let's say I said, I put in my mobile number, it says that this number already belonged to some other person, but you can claim this. So I can say, okay, claim my number. And since I'm saying that I'm claiming my number, I should receive an OTP on the number. So let me see if I received an OTP. Okay, so to give me 1 second so that I can see my OTP here. Okay, so I have received my OTP. I'm going to just quickly put my OTP here, right? So always put a phone number that stays with you. So I've clicked on verify mobile number. Now my mobile number is being verified. I click on continue. Okay, it's saying that I've not provided one detail. So anything where you see this sign, that means that field is mandatory. So I'll say, okay, I'm a female. Now I want to receive notifications on WhatsApp. If you say yes, then you will be given all those notifications. I click on continue. Okay. So the very first detail is the place where you are giving basic details about you, right? Through which people know that who are you. Okay. Now the second one is, which is saying that, hey, are you a fresher or are you a experienced professional? Fresher is somebody who's currently studying or they have just recently graduated, but they're not working anywhere, right? So those are all students. So if you're a fresher, you can just select on fresher. But if you're experienced, which means like, let's say if you have a 1 or 2 years of experience, then you can click on I'm experienced and then you can fill in the details here. Okay. But I'm not experienced right now. So I'm going to click on I'm fresher and then it will ask me, where do you stay? So I'll say I stay at Bengaluru. Whatever details you have, you can go ahead and you can select that. Let's say, for example, I want to say I stay at Indore. I type Indore, it comes into the drop down. I can select Indore there. Okay, now I'm happy with my details here. I again click on continue. The minute I click on continue, now I have come on the third step, which is asking me that, hey, what do you study, right? Or what have you studied? So now I have to give in my details here. They're asking what is your highest qualification. So there's a drop down. A lot of details are already being given there. So let's say I say I'm doing Bachelor of Technology, correct? It will say what specialization you're doing in. So I'll say, for example, I'm doing AI and ML as my specialization. Okay. So I've selected AI and ML. Okay. So it's artificial. Let me select. Okay, would it not let me select artificial intelligence? Okay, so let me drop down. I think it's not letting me select something which is already there. So I'll see I'm doing it in information technology. I'll use information technology here. It says select your university name. So I study in a National Institute of Technology. So I've selected that. It's asking me what's your year of graduation. So let's say my year of graduation is 23. So I'll select 23 here. And then it says, what's your education type? Are you a student who's taking a full-time degree program? Is the program that you're taking is a part-time program, which means that you're doing a degree program and along with that, you're doing some other certification program or some other diploma program, or whether it's a distance education that you're doing it, right? So I'll say I'm doing this full-time and now I click on continue. Okay. The minute you're going to click on continue, it now comes on this page and now it's asking you your preferences, right? It's saying, hey, you have told us about yourself. Now we would want to know what do you prefer, right? Now in prefer, it says that, hey, put your key skills. So if I have to know you, right, and I know your name, I know your educational background, but if I have to hire you, I need to know your skill sets also, right? I need to know that what you are good at. For example, I'm good at Azure, right? I know Microsoft Azure, so I'm going to put Microsoft Azure here. Let's say I'm good at Azure Data, then I'm going to put Azure Data Lakes here. I'm good at Azure Data Bricks, then I'm going to use Azure Data Bricks here. But be truthful. If you don't know a technology, don't put in that skill over there, right? If you know a skill, you are learning it right now, you can still add it. But if you don't know anything, absolute anything about it, then I would prefer not to write that, right? So I've added 3 skills here. Uh, it's saying that which industry do you want to work in? So let's say I would say I want to work in advertising. And at the same time, I want to work into maybe semiconductor industry. So you can select relevant to what do you think makes more sense to you. It's asking for departments. So based on whatever I've selected above, it will give me the departments. I can select my departments. Let's say I say computer. Okay, it's not giving me. So, okay. And then it's saying, what's your preferred role? So you can say, maybe I want to be this. This is all, okay. This is not going to decide what jobs you're getting in. It's just asking you for your preferences. And then what's your preferred location? This is important. Let's say if you stay in Delhi, but you are not willing to relocate to other cities, then you select Delhi, right? But if you're open to relocate to other places, you can go ahead and do that. I'm saying I'm pretty open to relocate to any city that you want me to, and I've selected all the locations where I can work, and then I can click on start job search. Okay. Now, the minute when you're going to click here, your profile is now being created, which means that you're now currently enrolled into the program. Okay. So your registration is complete. Now you can go ahead and you can start applying for jobs in the career fair, right? But stop. before you go and start applying for jobs, which I'll show you that how you can apply for jobs, the another thing that you have to do is that you have to now add all your certifications and add all your projects that you have done, right? Now you will say, how would I do it? Because there's no option of going to the profile. So what you have to do is you have to scroll towards the end of the page, right? And where it says want more details, here you go. There you see you have two buttons there, right? Which is one is update your founded profile, which you says update your resume here. And the second one which says upload and check your certifications here. And then it says update your skill badge here. Okay, so we'll do all three one by one to see what is there in everything, right? But before I go and upload my resume, I want to go and update my certifications, because I know I have done 2-3 certifications. It takes so much of effort to do a Microsoft certification, so I'm sure all of you would also want to first complete your certifications. So I'm going to click here. And the minute you click on upload your certification, this opens up this window for you. Okay. Now, what you have to do is that when you come on this window, you have to tell which certification have you done. So let's say I have done Microsoft Azure Fundamentals certification. And is everyone able to see? Vaishnavi, can you confirm? Are you able to see where I'm typing Microsoft Azure Fundamental Certification?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Vaishnavi. So you could see I've written my certification name. If you have also done this certification, you can write that certification name. If you have done any other certification, then you can type that certification name, right? Who has issued it? Microsoft has issued it. So I'll put Microsoft name here. Now it will say give me the certificate link or the ID, right? So now I have to give certificate ID. So I'll quickly go and I'll copy my link and I'll come back onto the screen. And this is your Credly URL, right? I'm sure all of you have already submitted your Credly URLs into FRT portals. So all of you have it handy. Put your certification name, put your certification ID here, and when is the certification expiring? So if it has an expiry of a lifetime, select lifetime and click on save. The minute you click on save, you see your certification is now being added here. Now, when you apply for a job and a recruiter is going to get your details, they are also going to get the certification details of yours. Okay. And this is how you would, I would say, put yourself apart from other people who may have come into this career fair and were applying to jobs but would not have any certifications by their side. Right? Now you'll say, Gunjan, what's the advantage for me, right? They are viewing them as well. They're viewing us as well. So the benefit that you have is that you would have first in line benefits. So if there are 10 people and out of those 10 people, there are 3 people who are certified and 7 people who are not certified, the recruiter is going to have first view of those 3 certified people and remaining 7 is coming differently for them. Okay, so this is very important for you that you have to ensure that you're going to put all your certifications that you have done, all the cloud certifications that you have done here, right? Now, let's say I add one more here to just repeat it for you. So it's Microsoft AI Fundamentals. I remember I did this certifications also a few months back. Okay. And then let's say Microsoft has again issued it. So I'll put Microsoft. Let's say I've done project management certification also along with the cloud certifications. I can add those certifications also here, right? I'll put the certification link. I'm just making some changes so that it accepts and it doesn't say that it's a duplicate one. And this certification remains valid, let's say for this time, then I can click on save. Again, please don't kind of create I would say details which doesn't exist. Only and only if you have a certification, then you have to go ahead and you have to add that. Okay. So again, I'm scrolling towards the end of the page. You have updated your certifications here. Now you have to go and update your skill badge. Okay. So I click here. Okay, I've clicked on this, and skill badges basically Monster is giving you or Foundit is giving you a flexibility to go ahead and take certain exams so that they can you can add this badge to your profile to say that, hey, I know this technology, right? So I'm not going into the skill badge right now. I'm going on to the upload your resume now. So I've clicked on upload my resume. The minute you click on upload your resume, do you see it says that your only 54% profile is completed, right? And this is a place where you can upload your resume. Let's say if you don't have a resume and you want system to create one good resume for you, it says that, okay, build your resume here. So you can use Microsoft, you can use the founded profile to build a good resume for yourself, right? I'm not going to create a resume right now for myself. I'm just going to scroll down and see that what are the details that I need to fill in. So I filled in my education details. I have filled in my job preferences. Okay, now if I go, I can add my LinkedIn profile here. I can add my GitHub account here. I can put my GitHub details here. So these are the details that that you have actually acquired while completing something, right? So if you already have done the FRT project, you can go ahead and we can put those details here, right? You could see these are the skills that I added. All these 3 skills are coming in. These are the certifications that I added. All the certifications are coming in. Let's say now I have to go and add projects. Under projects, what you can add, you can add a project which you have done under Future AE Talent, right? So for example, under Future AE Talent, I created an app to identify currency notes. Okay, so I'm creating an app that if you bring a note in front of that app, the app is going to tell you whether it's a 50 rupee note, whether it's a 500 rupee note, or whether it's a 2000 rupee note. Okay, so that's title. Now, client is for whom you have created this, right? Who was your client? So you can write Future AE Talent here because you created this entire thing for the Future AE Talent platform. Okay, is your project completed? Is it finished? Because all of your projects are being finished, so you can say it is finished. You can say when did you start working on it and when did you finish it. So let's say I started working in February. By May I was being finished. You put in the details of your project, like what this project does about this project. So I'm just putting in some dummy details here. Where did you work on this? You can put in your home location. Where were you? Because it was a virtual one, so you didn't have to travel anywhere. You were there at your home or at your college location, whatever is the location, you put that. And then it's asking you for the link. Okay. Now, link is basically the link to your project, right? I'm sure now it must be running in your head, ma'am, my Azure credits are already over. My project is not working. What should I put in link? Then put in that video that you created describing your project. So put that in the link, right? I'll say maybe just for dummy purpose that this is google.com. And then I click on save. Oops, they're saying it's not valid. So I can leave it blank also, and I can click on save. Okay, so my project is being added. All my certifications are being added, right? Do you see my score is still 40%? So I have to upload few more details here. So let's go ahead and keep doing that. Okay, now it's saying that go ahead and add your awards and achievements. So if you have one certain award in college, if you have one certain award at national level, so you can go ahead and you can put in all those details here, right? So once you put in all these details, this entire details would help you in terms of finding the right kind of skills. And even when recruiter is looking at your profile, even they'll be able to see that these are the people who makes most relevance to the jobs that I have posted in. Okay, so I'll stop here, come back to this screen from where actually I've gone. So let me go back. Let me go back. Okay, so I'll stop here in the meanwhile. And okay, so I was here. So do you see? Now I have clicked on this. I've clicked on this and I've filled in all my details here. Now, before I move to apply for jobs, I'll stop here and I'll ask if anybody has any questions. Okay, let me stop sharing. Let me come back to the screen. I see a lot of questions are already being answered. Okay. 2 p.m. Okay, so Nuria has already written that. What about the people who don't have Credly? How can they submit? So anybody who have done Microsoft certification, they'll definitely would have a Credly link, right? If you don't know how to locate your Credly link, just write in Google, say, I've done a Microsoft certification. How can I look for the Credly link? And you will get a response to that, right? So everybody must have a Credly link. Please do add that, because if you add that, even the recruiter is able to find that your certification is valid and you get an added advantage. So Tanmay, I think you'll be able to, I'm sure, just look for that on Google and you'll find the way that how you can locate your Credly link. Okay, what's the next question? Okay. Okay, so Sai Krishna, if you've got many badges, as much as you can upload, right? It makes your resume much stronger. So whatever number of certifications that you have, please keep adding all those certifications. Okay, so Abid, you can add any certification, but here to gain eligibility to be shown in front of the recruiter, of course, Microsoft certifications are required. But other than that, also, if you have done, let's say, if you have Microsoft Office Specialist certification, you can go ahead and you can upload those certifications as well. But Microsoft are mandatory. So while you upload others, but do ensure that you're uploading Microsoft certifications as well, because this is a Microsoft Cloud Career Fair. Okay, any other questions? Or can I move to the section that how to apply for jobs? Okay, so Saitisha, even if your graduation is 2024, you're still eligible. Certain companies would be offering jobs to 2024 graduates, so they would be offering paid internships. So I think it makes all sense for you to go participate and apply. Great. So if you don't have any Microsoft certification, but if you have done FRT, then please upload that certification there, right? It has to be a certification. It could be either that you've completed the FRT journey, or it could be either you have completed Microsoft certification, or it could be that you've done both. So Iqbal, even if you have completed Microsoft FRT certification, you can go ahead and you can upload that as well. Okay, so what do you think? Can we move to the next step? Okay, so anybody has any question? Do they want to come out of mute and ask the question? Okay, so Tami, you don't have to upload, right? You can just put the details over there that you have completed the FRT project. Okay, so you don't have to upload. You can just mention that you've done this. Okay, I'll show you. So I'm again coming back to my screen. Now, if you see here, it says upload and check your certifications here, or maybe I'll go to the resume here, right? I'll go to the profile itself. Thelma, for you, if you come here, it says course and certification. Click on add. With the certification name, you could say that this is a Future Ready Talent certificate. You can say issued by Future Ready Talent, and you can put in the validity here, and you can put in the details. And under projects, upload your FRT project details. Right? So do both the thing. You don't have to upload the certificate anywhere. You have to just ensure that you are uploading the details. Okay, can we move to the next section? Okay, students, yes, no. Okay, I think everybody is exhausted, excited. Okay, so let's move to the next one. Okay, now how do I apply for jobs? So I'll just go back. Right, let me go further back. Okay, now do you see apply for jobs? So once you are registered, you will see apply for jobs as the link. Now when you go and apply for jobs, there's this nice kind of a lobby that would come for you. So you could see that this has come in. Now here, if you see that it says enter here, if you click on enter, This is going to take you inside to a lobby, right? Now, in this lobby, if you see that there are a lot of logos that are being seen, these are the recruiters who are currently hiring. This is a lobby area. You could see a lot of options that are given there. So we can go one by one onto this, right? Now, first I'll go and click on Employer Hall. So I've gone on Employer Hall. Okay. Under Employer Hall, you would see that these are the companies who are hiring and who have set up their career booth at this program, right? Now, let's say, for example, I go and I click on Advay as a company, right? So you as a student can go ahead and you can put on a particular booth. In this booth, you would see that you have website, about us, career. So you can go on to all these details to see that who they are, what they do, right? What are the job opportunities that are there. You can go ahead and you can see that entire thing. And then along with that, you can read about the company. They have uploaded certain videos for you. So you can go ahead and you can view these videos. You can add it into the virtual booth bag. A virtual booth bag means that once you move out of the career fair, this is something which is delivered in your mailbox and you can see them later as well. Documents is something where they're saying that who they are. They're giving a little profile about themselves, and this is where the job vacancies are being shown, right? So you see they have given the job vacancy. I can click on the details. When you go through the details, right, you see that they have given that what is the job location, what a person should know, what a person should not know. I can apply for this job by clicking on this button, right? On the top also, I have applied for the job. So if I apply here, so don't go by what is coming right now. There's this some error there, but once you click on this, your job, you have applied for that job, and now recruiter would be able to open your details and they would have received your application by now, right? So for example, if Advay is looking at, they would know that Gunjan has also applied for this job and they'll be able to see my entire profile that I have created. Okay. Along with that, you can click on booths here. When you click on booths, you could see that this button comes in, which shows you the list of all the companies that have participated. You can click on job board. Job board will give you the list of all jobs. They'll give you the company, they'll give you the title name, they'll give you which city this opening is in. For example, let's say I open this one, right? The job is open for me now. I go into job vacancies and I can go ahead and I can apply for a job from here, right? So this is something through which you'll be able to apply for jobs. So either you can click on job boards. When you click on Employer Hall, you again come back to the same simulation. On every company, everywhere, these jobs are being open. So you can go ahead and you can apply on these jobs and these companies will start receiving in your application and then they'll start conducting interviews with you, right? So this is how you apply. There's a chat button right now since the booth, this live fair is not live. On 31st, 2 p.m., this would go live. So then you'll be able to see a lot of people who are there on this right now. You'll be able to talk to people. You'll be able to go to help desk, right? You'll be able to ask questions there. So all this, a lot of interactions would start happening there. Okay, so with this, let me now stop and open the floor for questions. Okay, so Shrisha, don't go by the error that is coming in. Your job applications are being received, right? It's a error for a certain time. The team is fixing that, and you'll start getting the successful message in few I would say few hours or so. Okay, so anybody has any question? So, Sai, majorly jobs would be around, I would say, Azure Cloud, but there's a mix of jobs that are being posted. You will see jobs around Dynamics, you will see jobs around cybersecurity, you'll see jobs around Azure Cloud. So it's a mixed kind of jobs that would be available for you to apply. Okay, so Praveen wants summary of the entire thing. Okay, I can do that for you. Okay, I've come back on the screen. So the very first thing that you have to do is that you have to go and you have to first enroll yourself, right? Enrollment is a very simple process. All of you are smart kids, so I don't have to tell you that how do you upload, right? Or how do you kind of create a profile for yourself. So let me just go back on the previous screen. Okay, so I click on, okay. Why is it not taking me on home page? I think I need technical assistant. Just give me 1 sec. Okay, resharing my screen with everybody. Okay, so whenever you click on the link, this is a page that you would come on. You could see, because I've already created an account for myself, that's why it's showing enrolled. Otherwise, you'll see enroll now button. You have to then first go and enroll yourself. Whenever you click on enroll, it is going to bring you to this page, right? You may decide to create login using any of the existing accounts, or you may want to go ahead and create a new account, right? To create a new account, you have to start by clicking on register, and then it will give you all these fields. You have to fill in all these details, followed by verification center, followed by professional details, employment details, job preferences, and then start job search. Okay. Once your profile is being created, after that, you have to move to the second half of the page, and you have to ensure that you have submitted your certifications here, right? Now, when I'm going to click on here, you would see that my certifications are already added there, but I can go ahead and I can add few more certifications. I don't have any certification left now, which I have done, which I can add here. But let me say I type in Azure Fundamental here. I'll say issued by, for example, Microsoft, because it's a Microsoft Cloud Career Fair. So that's why I'm focusing more on Microsoft. I can put in a link here. I can say that what is the validity of this one. I'll say it's valid lifetime, and I click on save. Okay, something went wrong. I don't know what went wrong, but let me again click on save. Okay, I think even the system has come in Friday mood. So, but the minute you're going to click on save, automatically your certification details will be saved. You can move to your profile from here, right? And let me log in. Why it's not logging? Okay, so now you can click on apply for jobs. And when you apply for jobs, so when you click on apply for jobs, it takes you onto the VFairs platform. You could see the entire animation running in. It gives you the feel of exactly like you have come for a career fair. You can click to enter. Once you enter inside this VFairs, you would see that all these companies who are participating and who are hiring through this career fair, you can look for these companies' name, then you can move to Employer Hall. When you move to Employer Hall, you would see that all these companies have set in their booth. I can click on any company's booth to see what this company does. I can go ahead and I can look for their vacancies, that what are the vacancies that they have. And after that, I can go and even click on Employer Hall to again see the details. I can directly go on job boards as well. And within job boards, I can see that what are the jobs that are getting posted right now and what are the jobs that I can apply to. So you can go through the details and you can accordingly go ahead and apply for these jobs. Okay. And if you have any questions, you can go ahead and reach help desk. Right now, help desk would not be active, but on 31st, 1st and 2nd, you'll see that help desk would be active. And if you want to go ahead and ask them some question, they'll be able to help you with the entire thing. Okay. Again, clicking on lobby, you come back to the same experience. So it's kind of replicating the virtual career fair in the virtual setup. Okay, so Tanmay, on to the Future A talent. What you can do is that you have to submit your details at two places. One at the certification details, and second one under your project details, right? So when you create your profile and you go on to upload your resume, there it will give you that option. Okay, so any questions from anyone? So you know what you have to do. You have to register yourself. You have to create your profile, upload all your certifications, whether it's a FRT internship completion certificate, submit the details, whether it's a Microsoft certification, submit the details, start applying for jobs between 31st to 2nd. When you walk on to, don't forget to walk on to the Aspire Career Fair. A lot of students would be walking in there, right? You would have recruiters being available onto those booths. You can ask them questions. If you have any query, you can get those query resolved there. Second, we'll stop application to jobs, so you'll not be able to apply. So ensure by 2nd of June, you are able to apply to all jobs. Okay, so see, anybody, when you're applying for a job, before that, you must be registered, right? And your account must be created. So, Ayush, what would have happened is that while you have created an account using Gmail or Google account, but your profile is still not complete. So, first complete your profile and then you can start applying for jobs. Yes, validity is lifetime for FRT. Nuria has already answered that. Okay, I have just last 2-3 minutes because I have to then run for another meeting that is starting. So any questions, people? Vaishnavi, if you can help us with the support area so that if student has any more questions while they're undergoing this journey, they can write back to us.
Where we have to log in?
So sorry, I didn't catch up who asked that question. So students who would have received an email from us, right? Either from opportunity@microsoft.com or either from the learning partner from who you are taking training. In case if you have not received from anywhere the registration link, then this is a link you can go ahead and you can use. I've just reposted. Use this link, register, create your account, and then you'll be able to apply for jobs. Does that answer the question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Arpit, thank you. Okay, then we're good. Should we?
Ma'am,
Yes.
then in for FRT project submission, for client we have to mention like future ready talent only.
Yes, you have to mention future talent.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Great. So it's the last 2 minutes, students. If you have any questions, we have Gunjan on the call so she can answer. Otherwise, we will wrap up the session. Okay, I think we have no questions, so we can give back 2 minutes. Thank you, Gunjan, for taking time out and showing the students the step-by-step registration. Students, if you have any questions, Vaishnavi has posted in the chat the support desk you can reach out to if you have any issues regarding registrations. But it is a simple process, as Gunjan pointed out. We are very excited to have all of you join us on the 31st of May for the virtual career fair. And we're excited to finally connect your Microsoft skills to job opportunities. So look forward to having you all there. But thank you and have a good Friday. Enjoy yourselves.
Thank you, everyone.